Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation on the topic of stock return. We hope this message reaches you well. Our group is excited to share insight with you regarding to the impact of return on asset and debt to equity ratio on stock return in the food and beverage manufacturing subsector listed on the Indonesia Stock Exchange from 2019 to 2022. Before delivering deeper into this topic, allow me to introduce our team members. There are Audrey Arsya Sepia, Yusintri Putra, Muhammad Rofai, Nabila Fitriani, Reisha Octavia Andriati, and Taradita Musianisa. This research explored the impact of return on asset and debt to equity ratio on stock return in the food and beverage manufacturing subsector listed on the Indonesia Stock Exchange from 2019 to 2022. For a more detailed and clear explanation, let's begin the discussion. The explanation will start with an introduction, activities, the project, objective, and conclusion. In the introduction section, Nabila will deliver the presentation.
The background of the research, we know that manufacturing companies, especially in the food and beverage industry, are the largest companies and have an influence on the Indonesian economy. Where food and beverage companies are active in making products that can meet everyone's needs. Because these company activities will continue to operate and produce many products. However, companies need capital or additional funds to help process their activities. These funds come from owners' capital or from investors who invest their fund in the form of shares in the company. A company that has a profit is considered a company that has good performance, so it can attract investors to invest and gain profit from the company. Next slide. Stock return can be influenced by several things. Seeing the potential that exists in the food and beverage company, we should always have less profit and stock returns. However, not all food and beverage companies show increasing stock return. One of them is sourced from finance.yahoo.com. Several companies experience a decline in the stock return, namely PT Fast Food Indonesia Tbk Fast, PT Central Food Indonesia Tbk Food, PT Multi Bintang Indonesia Tbk MLBI, PT Delta Jakarta Tbk DLCA, and PT Palmer Serasi Tbk PSGO. This decline was motivated by several things, and this research will discuss the influence of profit and debt on stock return.
Brand theory. Signaling theory. How company financial report information can provide good or bad signal to parties who need it, as well as influence investor decision in designing their capital. Signal theory describes how information can be conveyed strategically to gain investor trust in the company. Next slide. Profitability. Profitability reflects company's ability to generate profit. Profitability is measured by return on asset, comparison of a company net profit with its total asset. The higher the return on asset, the more efficient the company. Leverage. Leverage is the way a company uses funds to increase return for shareholders. Leverage is measured by debt to equity ratio, which shows the balance of debt and equity. A high there provides a warning of negative impact on investment return.
Okay, next is relationship between variable. This is a picture of our model research. So the hypothesis in this research is hypothesis 1 is return on asset has a positive impact on stock return. Hypothesis 2 is debt to equity ratio has a positive impact on stock return. Next is methodology. The population in this study is food and beverage sector listed on the IDX during the 2020 until 2022. The sampling technique in this research is purposive sampling, and there were 32 company sample from a total population of 86 food and beverage sector on the IDX. So the sample data used in this research is 96 data. Okay, next is sample criteria. There are 4 sample criteria, namely 1. Food and beverage companies that are only profitable. 2. Conduct IPO on the IDX before June 2019. 3. Publish financial report in rupiah currency. 4. Publish financial report regularly during the study period. Okay, next is operational definition of variable. Return on asset equals to net profit after tax divided by total asset. Debt to equity ratio equals to total debt divided by total equity. Next is test and analysis tools. The test used is hypothesis testing, consisting of testing F, statistical test, and statistical test. And we also use statistical tools in the form of SPSS.
Okay, the result. According to table, it is evidence that the significant value is 0.022, with the below the significant level of 0.05. Additionally, the calculate a value of 4.057 exceeds the critical F-table value of 3.13. Variables there and ROA have a significant impact on the stock return variable. Okay, next. Okay, return on asset demonstrates the noteworthy positive impact on stock return because the significant values show a value of 0.006 and the t-value is the positive direction. A higher ROA significant greater profit of the company, capturing the attention of investors who are particularly concerned about company profitability. So it can be concluded that return on asset has a positive effect on stock return. Okay, next. Okay, the interpretation of the finding from the research on debt to equity ratio indicate that there is not the primarily factoring driving fluctuation in stock return because the significant value is above the normal value of 0.05, namely 0.241. Therefore, the ratio of debt to capital within the food and beverage subsector does not serve a reliable indicator of investor when making capital investment. So, I can be conclude that debt to ratio has a not effect on stock returns.
Okay, therefore, we can conclude that this research provides deep insight into the dynamic of the food and beverage sector in Indonesia. The focus on profitability and leverage reveal a crucial role in influencing stock return despite recent decline. This sector remains the backbone of Indonesia's economic landscape, with manufacturing companies as vital contributors requiring capital investment for smooth operation and profitability. The research finding employing a quantitative approach with ROA and DER indicate a significant positive impact of ROA on stock return, attracting investor interest and contributing to stock price increases. Although DER does not significantly affect stock return, this finding offers valuable insight for stockholders in this sector. In conclusion, a profound understanding of the relationship between profitability, leverage, and stock returns is a key to success in the complex capital market. As companies strive for high profitability, careful management of leverage is essential to avoid negative impact on stock price. This research emphasizes the urgency of informed decision-making and strategic financial management in navigating the dynamic of the crucial food and beverage industry in Indonesia. Okay, the presentation concludes from the ECBIZ8 group, we hope that the material present can be beneficial for all of us. Thank you for your attention and participation.